In the quiet hum of the cosmos, before time learned to count its own pulse, there was a power that stirred the very heavens. A force born of ambition and rebellion, whose shadow threatened to swallow the nascent light of creation. This is the tale of Zeus, not merely as a king of gods, but as the fulcrum upon which the universe found its balance. Long ago, when the world was a canvas of chaos, the Titans reigned. Their rule was one of raw, untamed power, a tyranny of strength without wisdom, of dominance without justice. Cronus, their king, lived in the cold grip of fear, a prophecy haunting his every moment, that his own child would one day usurp him. And so he consumed his offspring, one by one, sealing them within the darkness of his own being, hoping to cheat the inevitable hand of fate. But destiny, once woven, cannot be so easily undone. Rhea, his queen, heart-shattered by loss, defied him in a final, desperate act of love. She saved her youngest son, Zeus, hiding him away on the secluded island of Crete. There, nurtured by nymphs and guarded by the earth itself, the young god grew. He was not raised in a palace of gold, but in the cradle of nature. He learned not the language of command, but the whisper of the wind, the strength of the unyielding stone, and the wisdom of the ancient trees. He drank the milk of the goat Amalthea, and in his veins flowed not just divine ichor, but the resilience of the wild. As Zeus came of age, the call of destiny echoed in his soul. He was not driven by the same lust for power that had corrupted his father. Instead, a different fire burned within him, a yearning for order, for a world where strength served justice, not the other way around. He knew he had to confront the darkness that had birthed him. With the cunning counsel of the Titaness Metis, Zeus devised a plan. He did not storm his father's fortress with brute force, but with a strategy born of intellect and patience. He served Cronus a potion, not of poison, but of liberation. As Cronus drank, the prison within him broke open, and Zeus's siblings, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon emerged whole and powerful, reborn from the belly of despair. The war that followed was not merely a clash of gods, but a battle for the soul of the cosmos, the Titanomachi. For 10 long years the heavens trembled. Mountains were torn from their roots and hurled as weapons. The skies roared with thunder, and the seas boiled with fury. It was a conflict that pitted the old world of untamed chaos against the new hope for a world of order. Zeus, seeing that strength alone was not enough, sought allies in the most forsaken corners of the world. He journeyed to the depths of Tartarus, the abyss where Cronus had imprisoned the Cyclopes and the Hecatonchires, the hundred-handed ones. They were his uncles, the monstrous and the forgotten, cast aside by their own brother's paranoia. Zeus did not see monsters. He saw beings wronged by tyranny. He offered them not subjugation, but freedom. He offered them respect. In gratitude, the Cyclopes, masters of the divine forge, crafted for him a weapon unlike any other. They captured the storm, harnessed the fury of the sky, and forged it into a spear of pure, unbridled energy, the thunderbolt. It was not just a tool of destruction, but a symbol. It was the light that could pierce any darkness, the sound that could shatter any silence. With his newfound allies and the might of the thunderbolt in his hand, Zeus ascended to Mount Olympus. He stood before his father, not as a vengeful son, but as the embodiment of a new era. The lightning he wielded was more than just power. It was clarity. It was the decisive force that brought an end to an age of shadows. The Titans fell not just because they were overpowered, but because their time had passed. Their reign, built on fear, could not withstand the dawn of justice. After the Great War, the cosmos was a scarred but silent canvas. Zeus and his siblings stood victorious, inheritors of a broken world. Now came the true test, not of their power, but of their character. Would they repeat the cycle of tyranny? It was here that Zeus revealed his true nature. He did not claim the universe for himself alone. He understood that true order is not born from a single will, but from shared responsibility. Lots were cast. To his brother Poseidon he gave dominion over the vast and mysterious seas. to his brother Hades, the solemn and unseen realm of the underworld. And for himself, Zeus claimed the endless expanse of the sky, becoming the guardian of the heavens and the king of gods and mortals. From his throne on Mount Olympus, Zeus watched over the world. His thunderbolt was no longer just a weapon of war, but an instrument of law. It struck down the proud, the unjust, and those who would disrupt the cosmic harmony. He was not a flawless ruler. His passions were as mighty as his storms, and his heart was often swayed by the fleeting beauty of the mortal world. He made mistakes, loved fiercely, and erred greatly. His stories are filled with moments of divine fallibility, reminding us that even the highest authority is not beyond the touch of human emotion. Yet, through it all, his purpose remained steadfast, to maintain balance. He was the protector of Xene*, the sacred law of hospitality, ensuring that strangers were treated with kindness and respect. He was the guardian of oaths, holding both gods and mortals to their word. His justice was not always gentle, but it was necessary. He was the firm hand that kept the world from sliding back into the primordial chaos from which it had been rescued. In every thunderclap that rolls across the plains, we hear an echo of that ancient struggle. In the flash of lightning that illuminates the darkest night, we see a flicker of that divine fire for order and for truth. The story of Zeus is not just a myth of a powerful deity. It is a timeless allegory for the eternal conflict within ourselves and within our world. It is the story of how new generations must rise to correct the errors of the past. It is a reflection on the nature of power, how it can be used to dominate or to liberate. It speaks of the wisdom in seeking allies in the forgotten and the outcast, and the strength that comes from unity, not tyranny. Zeus's journey from a hidden child to the king of the cosmos is the journey of civilization itself, from raw, chaotic survival to the establishment of law, society, and moral order. His flaws remind us that leadership is a burden, not just a privilege, and that even those who hold the heavens in their hands are not immune to the trials of the heart. So when you look up at a stormy sky, do not see only anger and chaos. See the story of a universe finding its equilibrium. See the awesome responsibility of holding the balance between light and shadow, between power and justice. For the thunder is not just a sound, it is a sermon. It is a reminder that even after the fiercest storm, the sky always clears, and the world, balanced and renewed, continues its journey toward the light. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the cosmos. If this story resonated with you, subscribe to God Story Reborn for more tales of myth, meaning, and the enduring quest for balance. Until next time, may you find order in your own chaos.